All right. So, yesterday we got to complete our financial statements, right? We completed our profit and loss, which we got a profit of 13,719 and 36 cents, right? We also completed the statement of equity, which we found out that when we reinvested our profit into the company, we we pretty much got extra 10,719, which is actual the money that we're actually reinvesting, right? We reinvested the profit, but we also end up taking away money. So we only end up adding 10,000 to our equity, making our company now worth 40,719. Okay? And then we took that and we completed the trial balance, which in fact, all of our assets, right, and all of our liabilities, plus our new equity, resulted in us matching our accounting equation, right? All of our assets equal the liabilities plus the equity. And then here we attempted to complete the statement of cash flows, right, by taking the net profit, right, countering against all our non-cash transactions, right, and taking all of our current assets and our other assets as well as our current liabilities as our operating activities, right, and then we went against our investing activities, and lastly, our financing activities, right, to create our statement of cash flows. We're still off by $98.40, but that's okay, as long as you understand the concept, right? Okay, so that is that. So, last but not least, we need to complete our post-closing. Well, we're on step number 9 now, right? We need to close our books out so that we can complete our last financial statement, which is going to be, our last financial form, which is going to be the post-closing trial balance. So with that being said, we need to have our journal and we need to have our ledger. So this one, I'm going to be doing it simultaneously, all right? So where we're going to start first is, right, if you guys remember from your notes, we are going to start by closing out all of our revenues, okay? Now, where are we closing out our revenues out to? Do you guys remember? Where are we closing out our revenues out to? Yes, we're going to debit our revenues, but where are we going to place all of those? Where are we going to close them out to? What was that, Nilo? Retained earnings, or also known as, in this case, income summary. Yes. So this space right here is definitely not enough space, so I'm going to make sure that I draw a line here just so that no one squeezes any other transactions here. Because that's definitely a place for where fraud can happen. Okay, so to prevent that, I'm just going to draw a line through it. Okay, so that means when we start our books or starting our closing, we are going to start on the new page of 24. So here we're going to put the date, 6/30. All right, we're going to close out all of our revenues by debiting them and crediting them into our income summary. So let's take a look at our revenues. We're going to start from the very, 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 very top. Now we have to close out every single account. So we can't just take the main account and just go, all right, I'm just gonna credit all of these. No, you have to close out every single individual account. So that's why this part's gonna be a little lengthy, but it should be the most easiest part. All right, so we're gonna go through every single one. So first thing we have here is we're gonna close out our sales for the regular coffee. So here we got sales. Okay, account number, right? This one should give you your account number as well. 450. What is my total credit amount right now? Under my sales for regular coffee. 1394.96 you said? Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. So instead of marking all of them off one at a time and then going back and closing them all out, I'm going to close and post it to the ledger at the same time. Since I'm going to check mark them off anyway, it only makes sense if I'm going to post it to the journal, I'm going to go ahead and write them off in my ledger. So here I'm going to close them out by saying it's 6:30 and I'm going to go ahead and write close. Okay, general journal number 24. And I am debiting my account for the $13.94.96. So that should bring my account down to 0. Okay, so we call this closing out. We're zeroing out all of our accounts to our income summary. Okay, so that was the first one. So let's go ahead and proceed with the next one. We have here is going to be the sales for the Supreme Coffee. Which is account number 4100. Okay, what is my credit amount, or what is my account balance? $1436.40. Okay, $1436.40, and I'm going to go ahead and close it out right here. Close. General Journal 24 for the $1436.40, which should bring my account once again down to 0. Okay. All right, now we have my sales for the ceramic coffee mugs, right? And let's see. Account number 4150. All right, so what's my account balance in my ceramic coffee mugs? $1763.91. All right, same thing here. I'm going to close it out. for the 1763.91, which bring my account back to 0. Okay. And next, I have my sales for the medium regular coffee. So that's account number 4,300. Sales, medium, regular coffee, 4,300. What is my account balance here?
$5,221.76.
5221. I think it was 76. Yeah, 76. 522176. Okay. And once again, I'm going to go over here, 630, close, general journal 24, and I'm debiting for 522176. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to the large regular coffee. Right, account number 4350. All right, what's my account balance? 6,503.25. 6,503.25. All right, once again, I'm going to zero that out. So closing, general journal 24, 6,503.25. 6,503.25. Okay, then we got we have the sales for the medium supreme coffee, which is account number 4,500. What's my account balance here?
665577.
665577. Okay. Once again, gonna close it out right now since we're already here. Six six five five 7-7.
The number for the medium supreme coffee is 40450.
You're okay. 40450. Thank you. All right, there you go. Zeroed out. Now I have my sales for the large supreme coffee, which is the 4,500. Sales large Supreme Coffee, 40500. What's my account balance here?
75 24 44.
75 24 44. 75 24 44. 630. And we're going to close out this account. General journal number 24. And 752444. Okay, 0. Okay, so then now we have a sales returns and allowances. So here we have a debit balance. So what does that mean? Well, I'm going to skip this real quick because this is a debit balance. Okay. What's next? Sales discount is also another debit balance. But we have delivery income. Delivery income was a credit balance. Okay. So we're gonna do the delivery income first, and then we'll go back to the rest. So my account number for delivery income is 48,000. How much was my delivery income account? 300. So we're going to debit that 300. Okay. 630. Close. General journal 24. And it is going to be for the 300, which should bring our account to 0. Okay. Last but not least, we don't have any interest income, so let's go back to the other two. We got sales returns and allowances, right? Okay, for account number 45,000. So here we're going to credit the account since we have a debit balance. Right, for 45. So how much is my current balance in my returns and allowances account?
1996.
1996. So we're going to credit 1996. So we're going to go over here, 630. We're going to close out this account. General journal number 24. And we're going to credit this for 1996, which once again should bring our account balance down to 0. Okay. And then last but not least, we're going to close out our sales discounts. Sales discounts was 46,000. Okay, so same thing here. We're going to credit my account. Sales discount. 46,000. So what is my balance right now in my sales discount account?
1980.
1980, right? So once again, I'm going to go ahead and close this account out right now. So there you go. It is 0. Okay, I'm going to take a quick run through all of my sales accounts. So I zeroed every single account out that exists under my sales. And last but not least, where are we going to place it? We're going to credit them all to the income summary. So what is my income summary account?
Three nine nine nine.
90.
No, three income summary. 39999.
There you go. All right. So this is pretty easy, right? All we got to do is sum up each of the columns and figure out how much my income summary is supposed to be credit for. So there's 2 ways that you could do it. You could just equal sum of it. Equal sum each column and find the difference between them. That's usually the easiest way. Or you could add up all of your debits and subtract all your credits to find out what your income summary needs to be. So here's that. So my income summary is going to be my 3,849 minus my, okay, I can't see it. I did it too close. All right, so I'm just going to do it here first and then we'll type it in. All right, so my income summary needs to be 2,000 or 28,879 and 73 cents. Okay, to make it even on both sides. Okay, so 28,879.73. So right there, I'm gonna go ahead and place it into my general ledger. So here, this is closing out all sales. Or in this case, close revenues. All right, general journal 24. And we are crediting our account for the 28,879.73. And that is your credit balance right there. Okay? All right, any questions so far?
Nope.
All right, so I've done this a couple of times before. I can tell you right now, when you close out all of your expenses, this right here is not enough space. You're going to be off by a couple. So instead of squeezing it in here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw another big fat line and just start on the next page. It's usually easier to just do that, just so then you don't go through it and then run to that conclusion where you run out of space and start adding stuff. You know, the safest bet is to close out, just to use a new sheet, because there's a lot of expenses that we had for this company. Okay. So we're going to start on the next page, like I've mentioned. So we're going to be on page 25 now. And this time we are going to be debiting all, or in this case, crediting all of my expenses and putting them into the income summary. So the first thing I'm going to do is have my income summary. And this was account 333399999. And what this is going to be, it's going to be my equal sum of all of my credits, or in this case, all of my expenses. So we're going to start with the first one. Okay, we're going to credit all of our costs of goods sold. Okay, starting with the first one, cost of goods sold for the regular coffee. So here we are. We're going to credit cost of goods sold, regular coffee, which is account number 550. So what is going to be my account balance here? $1367.39. 136739. Oop, 39. 136739. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to close this out. $136739, and that should give you 0. So once again, 136739. All right, let's see what's next. We got to close out our cost of goods sold for the Supreme Coffee. Account number 50100. For what's my balance in this account?
542 cents.
542 cents. And where do you see that?
I said 1441.28.
Okay. 1441.28. Okay. 144128. Okay. Same thing here. We're going to close it out since we're already here. Close. General Journal 25 now for the 144128. Okay. Which once again should bring your account to 0. Okay. Then we have the cost of goods sold for the ceramic coffee mugs. So COGS, ceramic All right, account number 50150. And what is my account balance? $1183.84, 630. Close. General journal 25. 1183.84. Which brings me back to 0. Okay. We have our cost of goods, our cost of material, right? Starting with our first one, which is the cost of material for the medium coffee cups. So account number 51200. COM. Um, so 51200. So what's my account balance here?
286.70.
286.70. Close. To 0. So 286.70. Okay. Next we have the large coffee cups. All right, count number 51250. Okay, what's my account balance here?
351.63.
351.63. And we're going to zero this out. Okay. Then we have the cost of materials for the sugar. Account number 51300 for the account balance of
43.20.
4320. Okay, 4320. Perfect. And then that makes this 0. Okay. Last but not least, for our cost of goods sold section is going to be the cost of the creamer. All right, so this is account number 51350. So what's my account balance here?
359.26.
35926. And once again, 630. We're gonna close. General journal 25 for the 35926. bring my account to 0. Okay, so that was all of just my cost of goods sold section and my cost of materials section. They're all 0 now, but we gotta keep continuing on by zeroing out all of our expenses now. Okay. So first expense that we have here is going to be advertising expense. Account number 60,000. What is my account balance in my advertising expense?
185.
185. So once again, I'm just going to zero this out. Close. Okay. We need to close out our bank fees. Okay, which is account number 6100. All right. For what total amount?
268.30.
26830. Two, 6, 8, 30 gives you 0. Okay. We have to also close out our business expenses. Okay. 6,200. $6,200 for the amount of
1282.78.
12,828. Okay. So once again, we're going to close this out. So 630. $12,82.78. Okay. Next we have is freight expense. Do we have anything in our freight expense right now? No, we have nothing in our freight, so we don't have to technically close it out. It's already closed out. Okay. Next we have our insurance expense. $6,400 for what amount?
195.83.
Okay, good. Next, we have labor expense. So there's nothing in labor expense, but we do need to zero out all of our sub accounts here. So we have subcontractor expense. Okay. For 6510. For what account balance?
1890.
1890. Okay. 1890. Then we have our temporary labor expense. Okay. For 6520. For what amount? $252. Okay. Then we have license and permit expense. License and permit expense. All right, account number
60600.
60600. Thank you. 60600. And for the amount of 375. Okay. So go back here. 630. Close. General Journal 25 for 375. Okay. Then we have loss on disposal of assets. Okay. Account number 6700. All right, for 2000. Okay. Then we have office supplies expense. For $70. Let's see what else is there. We have payroll expense. So we got to close out every single one. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So first one we have is salaries and wages expense. Okay, so it's 6810. So what is going to be my account balance?
884.
884. Okay, we're going to close this out. Okay, we've got commissions expense. For 6820. For what amount? For 1196. For 1196. Okay. Next, we have our payroll tax expense. Okay, for 68. Is it 50? 850? Oh no, 830. 6830. Okay. For what amount? 9798. Okay. Then we have purchase expense, which we zeroed out. So no account, no, you don't need to close it out again. Our purchase returns and allowances are also zero. Okay. We never had purchase discounts. Okay. Let's see here. What about rent expense?
1,500.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And then travel expenses, none. Utility expenses, none. Bad, so we have the last three: bad debt, depreciation, and amortization expense. Okay, so start with the first one. Bad debt expense. Okay. 65,000 for 7660. 6:30. We're going to close General Journal 25 for the 7660. Right? Almost done, guys. We got depreciation expense. For account number 66,000 for the amount of $625.95. Okay. Last but not least, we have amortization expense. Okay. All right, amortization expense. For the $11.67. Okay. So there we are. We've reached the end of all of our expenses. So we zeroed out every single account that exists. Okay. I forgot to write a note here in the description. So here, this is close out all revenues to income summary, where this one is going to be closing out all expenses to income summary. Okay, so let's go ahead and tally up all of our expenses. So here I'm doing equal sum here. All right, so what's the total of all the expenses?
$15,160.37.
15,160.37. So now I'm going to head to my income summary. Since it is now on the debit side, we're going to go ahead and debit that. So 630 close expenses for the 15,160.37. Okay. So let's figure that out. So plus your credits minus your debits. We have 13,719.36. And where do we see that number? Where have we seen this number before?
income statement. Yep.
Yes, correct. If you guys remember way back when, yesterday, right? That is what we solved for our income statement. We got a profit of 13,719.36, and that's exactly what we showed here. That we have a profit of 13,719.36. So this guarantees that we closed out all of our accounts properly and that we have a net profit of 13,719.36. Okay. So now that we finished that part, now we have two more things that we need to close out. We need to close out the income summary, and then we need to also close out our owner's equity. Our owner's withdrawal. Excuse me. And we're all going to close them all out to our equity account. So first things first is we are going to recognize the income summary. So how do I close out my income summary? How do I close this out?
You have to debit it.
You would have to debit this account. Good. So here we're going to debit my income summary. Ooh, where am I? Here, income summary, which is account number 39999. And we're going to close it out to my owner's equity. Which is going to be number account 30,000. So we are going to zero this out for 13,719.36. Okay. And my note here will be close out income summary to equity. Or in this case, you can also say that you're reinvesting your profits into equity. Whatever you want to write. Okay? So we have this. Close it out for the debit of 13,719.36. So that should bring your income summary to become 0. And then we got to go up to our owner's equity, and we are going to credit my 13,719.36, which should increase your equity to 43,719.36. Okay. Last but not least, right? We also need to also close out our owner's withdrawal. So in this case, how am I going to close out my owner's draw? We're going to credit my owner's draw from which account? Or what's my debit account going to be? Right? We're going to lower the company's value because we took owner's. Okay. So that should be 30,000 and it should be 32,000, right? How much did we take out from the company?
$3,000.
3,000. Okay, and once again, I'm going to write here, close out withdraw. Okay, so here, 630, close 625 for 3,000 to give us our account balance to be 0. And we're going to close it out to my owner's equity. So 630, close, or I'm sorry, owner's withdraw for debit 3,000. So therefore, your total equity should be now 40,719.36, which we solved in our statement of equity, right? Statement of equity, that's exactly what we have, 40,719.36. So here's another way that you could see that you've done your accounting correct, is that we matched both of our statements. We matched our income statement and we matched our statement of equity. Okay? So that means we did good. All right? Now, last thing I'm going to place here. So we reached the end of page 125. I'm going to also place this there. And I'm going to make a line here to tell me that I am done and that my books are closed. Okay? Okay? Okay, closed books. And perfect, I had just enough sheets. So my journal is completely done. Okay? And my general ledger is completely done. Now, only one thing left to do is to do your post-closing trial balance. Now, that's going to be very similar. All you really need to do is you can do the shortcut, right? You can take your trial balance and transfer it over to your post-closing trial balance. Or if you want to do the long way, you can go ahead and grab your adjusted trial balance, and it should also work the same way too, except you wouldn't have all that mumbo jumbo. But for this case, I'm just going to go ahead and copy everything over from my balance sheet into my trial balance. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a copy, right? We've learned this trick. All right, move or make a copy. I'm going to make a copy of this and place it right before this one. Okay. So now I have 2 balance sheets on here. I'm going to actually delete this one. And once again, I'm just going to rename it to PCTB, right? Post-closing trial balance. And I'm just going to rename it at the top. All right, here we have all of this. I don't need my total assets, so I can definitely remove that. And I don't need my total liabilities, so I can definitely remove that. So let me go ahead and pull all this information upwards. But I deleted this one. Actually, yes, delete this too. Okay, we're going to change this to become owners. Right, just format my worksheet just a bit to look exactly how I want it to look. Right, we don't need these 3 lines here. Okay. But we do need a total. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enter my equal sum here. So my total debits should equal my total credits. Which in this case, whoa, it does not equal. Oh, I got rid of my owner's equity. All right, let's undo this real quick. Okay, so here, I don't know why I selected that. There we go. It's still showing me that I'm off. I'm missing my loans. Okay, yeah, I got rid of my loans by accident. Okay, so let's enter that in real quick. Insert loans, which was for 29,221.90. There we have it. My post-closing trial balance. See, all I did was take all of my assets, right? I used my main accounts. That's completely fine. I added up all of my liabilities plus my new equity to give me my total debits to equal my total credits. And now I am completely done with Coffee Cafe. All right. Whew. All right. Any questions so far? Okay, so we completed every single thing for this entire month of June. Any questions at all?